We came, we saw, we got the deals.
Wait!
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop deals video. And what better way to start out the week than with some great Nintendo Switch games on the cheap. Now, as I said in the under $5 list, the eShop is a little bit quieter than it was during those huge summer sales, but there are still a ton of great games to pick up, and a lot of games now at brand new low prices. And just before we jump into those, just a quick reminder for anyone who might be new here to the channel that halfway through the video, I'll be giving away 2 $5 eShop gift cards. If you want to participate on those giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. Then you check out the next video to find out if you won. Also, I always link down below last week's eShop deals video as well as the latest under $5 list, because most of those deals are still running today and I just don't repeat them 2 videos in a row. So now with all of that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time and jump straight into these awesome deals. Just remember, if you are liking the content, hit that like button. Now our first great deal for today will be on Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning that is at a brand new low for the eShop of 40% off, dropping it to $23.99 and will be running till August 19th. Now this game is a Western-styled, fantasy-based action RPG. And among the multiple entries we have like this on the Switch, I've got to say that it is among one of my favorite. First of all, it's got really fast-paced and fun combat. Secondly, it has a very compelling storyline. And lastly, for the Switch, graphically, it is a very good-looking game. Now that being said, this is still not the best visual version of this game, but for the advantage of being able to play it in handheld mode and have that extra portability, as I say normally, that is a trade-off I will gladly make. Now there is one thing, however, I do want to warn you about before you decide to pick this one up, and that's the fact that sometimes physically you can actually pick this game up cheaper than the eShop. Like currently, if I'm not mistaken, GameStop has it for about $20. However, if you really don't want physical media, then at $23.99, this is a brand new low for the eShop, and in my opinion, it is a great pickup for this week. Now, our next great game for today is going to be Forager, that is back to its lowest ever price of 60% off, dropping it to $7.99, and this one will be running all the way till August 26th. Now, this game is actually a mashup of multiple genres of gaming. It's part farming sim, part crafting and foraging sim, and also part dungeon crawler. And it's also a style of this game that is very easy to pick up and becomes addictive very quickly. Now, fair warning, this game doesn't really have any storyline behind it. It sort of drops you on an island and has you start foraging and building. But that's almost part of its great appeal, because it's super approachable, and one of the funnest parts of the whole game is each time you buy a new piece of land, you never know what to expect. Are you going to get some monsters? Are you going to get some resources? Or might you even open up a dungeon? Also, I would say that among games in this style, it is a very approachable one, and it's one that even if you do take a death here and there, they are not very punishing. So if you're into exploration, farming, crafting, and dungeon crawling at only $7.99, this is another amazing pickup for this week. Now our next great deal for today will be on Trigger Witch, that is at a brand new low of 40% off, dropping it to only $8.99, and this one will also be running till August 26th. Now this game is a top-down action-adventure game, very much in the Zelda-like style, however with guns. And I've got to say that this game took me by surprise. I really wasn't expecting the mashup of these two styles to work so well. The twin-stick combat really is fast, frantic, and fun, and really forces you to keep changing weapons on a regular basis, and on top of it, you get all that exploration and puzzle solving that you would normally expect from a Zelda-like. Not only that, but even the exploration and making your way around the overworld is really well done in this game. And in reality, I ended up liking this game so much that I'm actually most likely going to double dip and try to pick up the physical version from PlayAsia. So I can definitely say that if you're into the action-adventure gaming genre and you want something a little different for this week, at only $8.99, this would be a definite pickup. Now our next game is one that's returning to the series after being absent for quite a little while, and that is Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. That's at a brand new low now of 50% off, only $14.99, and this one will be running till August 19th. Now this game is a 3D action platformer with an overall collectathon style of gameplay. And if you were unaware, this is actually the remake of a cult classic game. Now I do want to warn that visually, once again, the Switch version is not the strongest version, and on top of it, there are some slight frame rate issues in some areas. I've got to say, during my playthrough, it was never game breaking, however, but it was noticeable in some sections. And that's why at its full price of $30, this game was sort of a hard sell. However, like today, at 50% off, if you're a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants, if you're a fan of the original game, or if you're really looking for a different 3D action platformer, well, at $14.99, it's feeling like a pretty good pickup. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Andres Bravo, who said, "Oh, Cat Quest 2 looks amazing, would love to have it, great deals." And I'm really glad you picked up on Cat Quest 2, Andres, because it really is a great game when you're getting it for only $3.74. On top of it, it's a ton of fun, especially in cooperative mode. And our second winner for today is going to be Kelly Tucker, who said, "I love your channel and your videos." Well, thank you so much for the compliment, Kelly, and just as usual, I really have to thank all of you for watching them, and as long as you do so, I will keep making them. So now all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. Now if we jump straight back into our deals, we have a brand new entry to the series, and that is Pode, that is now 50% off, dropping its price to $12.49 and will be running till August 22nd. Now this game is a cooperative puzzle platformer with a truly beautiful visual style. Now this game can be played alone. Hitting the X button will have you switch between the two playable characters. However, I've really got to say that the best way to experience this game is definitely in 2-player mode with either a friend or family member, because it really pushes it up to the next level. Now in the game, one player is going to be playing as a rock, the second player is going to be playing as a fallen star. Obviously, each character has different abilities, but to reach the end of the game, you're going to have to use them in symbiosis. Now, as I pointed to earlier, the strong points of this game are definitely some pretty great visuals and also a very good soundtrack. However, it's another one of those games that at its full price was a hard sell. However, like today, 50% off, $12.49, in my book, it becomes a really good pickup. Now next, we have a whole series of games that are on sale, which is the Darksiders games, and more specifically, I want to talk about the first and second game, because on top of being at a brand new low of 65% off, only $10.49, they will be my pick of the week and will be running till August 19th. Now these games are 3D action adventure games, and I would even go so far as to compare them to a 3D Zelda. However, obviously with much more violent and gory combat, and also I would argue a much darker storyline behind it. Now almost each entry of this game series will have you playing as a different one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. My personal favorite is the first one, where you play as War, who wields a huge sword. However, I've got to say that among the general fandom, a lot of people prefer the second one. Now, if I'm not mentioning the third one today, that is also on sale, however, at almost double the price, that's because, unfortunately, the third entry in the series does have some performance issues on the Nintendo Switch. The game is playable, however, I would maybe wait till a larger discount before picking it up. However, the first 2 entries on the series run very well on the Switch, and on top of them, they're probably among some of my favorite 3D action adventure games. And contrary to some other games on today's list, these are even games I would normally say are worth their full $30 price point. So today, picking them up at only $10.49 is in my book a total steal. Now our next game is actually once again from the Darksiders series. However, I decided to discuss this one separately because it does have a different style of gameplay, and that is Darksiders Genesis. That is also at a brand new low of 65% off, $13.99, and once again running till August 19th. Now this entry in the Darksiders series actually changed up the gameplay quite a bit and made it a more top-down Diablo style of gameplay. And it's also actually the first entry in the series that actually gives you two different playable characters, War from the first game and his brother Strife, who has never appeared in any other entries. And furthermore, there's even the ability in this game for two-player cooperative play. Now, although this game actually runs very well on the Nintendo Switch, and I enjoyed it quite a bit because of the change of gameplay and the fact that the puzzles were a lot simpler in this entry, I didn't quite enjoy it as much as the first two entries, which is why I decided to discuss it separately and really explain the different type of gameplay. However, if you're more into the top-down gameplay, or you really get into the first two entries and you want to fill out the storyline at only $13.99, this is another amazing pickup. Now next for today, we have Destroy All Humans, that's at a brand new low of 40% off, dropping its price to $23.99, and this one yet again will be running till August 19th. Now this game has an open world sandbox style of gameplay and actually has you playing as an alien who is trying to take down the US government in an effort to invade the Earth. Now this is really a game all about crazy over-the-top action and also some pretty ridiculous moments. However, at the same time, it is totally fun to be playing the bad guy who's just trying to destroy and pretty much harvest the DNA of all the humans around him. And this game is once again the remake of a cult classic from the PS2 era. And this is actually a game that I played on stream, and I'll be linking that down below in case you want to check it out. Now I will mention yet again, this game did at certain moments have some frame rate issues, especially when you're in the flying saucer. But yet again, they were never game breaking. However, it did make that $40 price point a little bit hard to swallow, which is why today, finally at 40% off, for $23.99. If you're looking at experiencing this game for the first time, or you were a fan of the original, I would say it's starting to feel like a pretty good time to be picking it up. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals, and there are still some great games at brand new lows, so make sure you check it out. So now we're at the end of another eShop Deals video, and I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up in the comments down below. As usual, I really want to take a couple of seconds to thank my channel supporters. Their monthly support really is appreciated. And on the way out, don't forget that if you did like the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on the notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.